Hey guys, welcome to ETM Studio, and this is your ETM. It's been a long time since I uploaded my last video, so it's really good to see you guys again, and I miss you guys so much. The reason is that last month I was really busy preparing for my exam, so I couldn't do anything related to crochet, but now the exam is finally over and I'm back with a new tutorial. And as you can see by the title, in this video I'm gonna show you guys how to crochet this mini bouquet keychain. And to make this bouquet, all you need is the yarn, the crochet hook, and a pair of scissors, and you can create this little bouquet. Before starting the tutorial, I would like to mention that thank you so much for all the support that you give me, not only in 2023 but also right now at the moment. I really appreciate it, and I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you, because you guys make one of my dreams came true. And this is insane, this is unbelievable, and I really appreciate it every time I think of this. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm turning red. Okay, without further ado, let's move on to the tutorial. See you guys again. Now let's start off by making these flowers. First, we're gonna make the magic ring. So wrap the yarn around your fingers like this. Then grab your hook and pull the second one to the front and twist it. After that, yarn over and pull through the loop, and you make one chain. Now remove the ring from your fingers. And let's make single crochets. To make single crochet, insert your hook into the ring, then pull the yarn. You got 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through those 2 loops, and you make 1 single crochet. Repeat this for 5 times, so there will be 5 single crochets. Now I finished making the second one, and now the third one. Please make 5 single crochets, and then we will close the ring. So to close it, pull the tail, and you will get like this. Now find the first single crochet that you made and insert your hook into that stitch. Now grab another yarn and make a slip knot. You will have to tie the yarn like this. Now you got a loop, so adjust the size and put the loop on the hook and attach the yarn. So to attach it, you will have to pull that loop through the yellow stitches, so like this. And now let's move on to making the petals. To make the first petal, make 2 chains, yarn over and pull through, and again yarn over and pull through. So now you made 2 chains. Then we'll make a double crochet. So in this stitch, yarn over and insert your hook into that stitch. Then pull the yarn and pull up. Now you got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. Then chain 2 again and make a slip stitch in the same stitch. So insert your hook into the same stitch and pull the yarn and pull through the loop, and you make a slip stitch. Now you got a petal, and to make the second petal you will have to slip stitch next, slip stitch into the next stitch like this, and just repeat the pattern, which is making 2 chains, then 1 double crochet. And while I make the double crochet, I will bring these tails together and I will crochet them together like this. I will show you guys. So yarn over, insert your hook, and put those tails on your hook like this. Then make the double crochet. So what I'm doing is I'm weaving the ends while I'm also making stitches. So after the double crochet, chain 2 and slip stitch in same stitch. And now you got the second petal. So to make the next one, make a slip stitch into the next stitch and repeat this whole step. So you will have to repeat this petal pattern for 5 times. So there will be 5 petals. Now I'm at the start. So I'm gonna chain 1 and cut the yarn. And I will hide that tail on the wrong side of the flower. And also don't forget to cut these tails. Now let's make the stem for this flower. So grab your green yarn and make a slip knot. And then attach the yarn between the petals. You can attach it wherever you want. For me, I chose this place and I'm gonna attach the yarn like this. And now make a total of 15 chains. So yarn over and pull through and you make 1 chain. So continue making like this until you got a total of 15 chains. After 15 chains, turn the chains and you will see these back bumps, and we will crochet in those back bumps. So to make a slip stitch, find the second back bump and insert your hook into it. You know, this can be a little bit tough because the stitch is tight. So here, insert your hook like this and make a slip stitch. And repeat this process again. So in this next back bump, insert your hook and make a slip stitch. So what you have to do is just make slip stitch in each and every bump. For those if you can't crochet slip stitches in these stitches, just make slip stitches normally in the chains. The reason why I chose this stitch is because this stitch seems neat and tidy compared to normal slip stitches in the chains, but you can use whatever you want. So you will get like this after making slip stitches. So when you reach the start, chain 1 and cut the yarn, and don't forget to weave in the ends. After weaving in the ends, this flower part is finished and you can use any colors to make this flower. And now let's make mini sunflower, and for this you will need brown yarn, and as usual make a magic ring, and this time we will make 2 chains. So 1 and 2. Then remove the ring from your fingers and let's make half double crochets. To make half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the ring, pull the yarn. You got 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops, and you make 1 half double crochet. In total, you will have to make 7 half double crochets. When you finished making 7 half double crochets, pull the tail to close the ring, and then find the second chain from the first 2 chains that you made in the beginning, and insert your hook in the second chain, and then grab the yellow yarn and make a slip knot. Then attach the yellow yarn like this. And now let's make the petals of the sunflower. To make this, chain 3 and make a slip stitch into the next stitch. And you will have to repeat this again, chain 3 and make a slip stitch into the next stitch. So repeat this pattern until you reach the start. Now I'm at the start, so I'm just gonna chain one and cut the yarn, and this time you will have to weave in the ends a lot. There will be 4 tails, so I will tie them and then weave in the ends like this. For the stem of sunflower, please follow the stem of the previous flower, which is making 15 chains and making slip stitches in each and every stitch. Now let's make these tiny lavenders. Grab your green yarn and make a slip knot. After that, make 23 chains or more. If you add more chains, your lavender will be longer, but I would recommend you to chain until 25, because if you chain more, the lavender will bend over the other flowers. So yeah, for me, I will make 23 chains. After making 23 chains, skip the first stitch or the first back bump and make slip stitch in each and every back bump or each and every stitch, which is also the same like what you did for the stem. I think in this footage you will see the back bumps more clearly. Now I finished making slip stitches, and now I'm gonna attach another yarn. So bring your purple yarn and make a slip knot, and after that attach it like this. Then let's repeat the pattern for lavender. What you have to do is make 2 chains and then make a slip stitch into the stitch. So the stitch will look like the chain or the V, the upside down V. So insert your hook into that V stitch and make a slip stitch. After that, 2 chains again, make 2 chains again and make a slip stitch into the next stitch. So you will have to repeat this pattern, which is making 2 chains and a slip stitch next until you reach the middle of the stem. So just keep repeat doing this. Now I'm at the middle of the stem, and I'll make 2 chains, then turn your work, and we will make a slip stitch on the other side of the chain. So here you will see the V stitch. So insert your hook into that V stitch and make a slip stitch. And again, you will have to repeat this pattern, chain 2 and slip stitch next until you reach the start. Now I'm at the start, and before moving on to the next step, please press your flower like this so it will be in shape. And now let's attach the keychain. So bring your keychain like this and then pull up the loop a little, then remove the hook And insert your hook into a ring from the keychain and pull the yarn like this. Then after that, make a slip stitch into the next stitch, chain one or make a slip stitch into the next stitch. And now the lavender part is finished, so chain one and cut the yarn. And don't forget to weave in the ends. Now let's make tulip or rose. First, make 15 chains and make slip stitch in each and every stitch or each and every back bump, and you will get like this. And when you reach the last stitch, insert your hook and attach another yarn like this. So if you use red color, I think this flower will be similar to rose. So after attaching the yarn, chain 2 and make 6 double crochets in the same stitch. So insert your hook into this and then make a double crochet. When you make the stitch, put the tails on the hook so you don't need to weave in the ends. So please keep repeating this stitch until you got a total of 6 double crochets. After making 6 double crochets, cut the tails and fold the stitches like this. Then make a slip stitch into the second chain of chain 2. But here I make a reverse slip stitch, I don't know why. So to make a reverse slip stitch, insert your hook into the first double crochet and then pull the loop into this stitch. So this becomes a reverse slip stitch, but you can use the normal slip stitch too. After that, chain 1 and cut the yarn and hide the tail inside the flower. After making the flowers, let's arrange them. So for the bouquet, you can put as many flowers as you want, but when you arrange them, use the toothpick so you can arrange them easily. And for the flowers, which will be at the front, I put a double tape on their round sides and I stick them like this. So when you hold the keychain, the flowers won't bend over. And after that, if you're ready for your bouquet, get a white thread and tie it really tightly and then tie the ribbon. Then lastly, remove the toothpick. And now the bouquet keychain is finished. Thank you so much for watching my tutorial, and I hope you will be able to create your own cute keychains. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you all in my next video. Bye bye!